Hey y'all, Clark here with another video. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about Avengers Endgame, the latest movie in the Marvel comic universe, and I'm going to try my best not to spoil this movie. So if you haven't seen it, it is still safe to watch this video, so just, stay tuned. So, real quick, I just want to say, overall, this movie was good. It wasn't great, and I think it might have been slightly overhyped, and I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, the movie starts off pretty slow, but not necessarily slow in a bad way. I think this movie has three parts. It has the first act, the middle, and the final act, or the third act. I think the first and the third were the best, and in typical movie fashion, I don't think it's just this movie, like overall films in general tend to lag in the middle, and that's what this movie kind of did. However, even though the beginning was slow, it was a good slow because everybody was really emotional at the beginning of this movie. They were distressed, they were hopeless, and it felt like that for a long time through the movie. Like everything they were doing, like the situation felt dire for the entire movie. Even though it was slow, it was still good because there was a lot of like emotions and in general like good acting. But I have to say this movie took a different angle than Infinity War because it had a definitely like I kind of teared up throughout this movie, like not really, but kind of, and that's like completely different from any other comic book movie, so that was good. Once we get past the beginning, the slow start, things start to happen in the middle. The middle, to me, there were some moments where I kind of was getting sleepy in the theater. I was like, okay, come on, like even though things were happening, it wasn't as great as the beginning of the film, in my opinion. I think the middle kind of lagged. The characters kind of separated. There was a lot of moving parts to this movie. They did something that was very complicated and complex and might kind of like mind boggle a few people. The casual watcher might not understand what's going on at first. Like it was just a lot of moving parts, and at some points I was like, okay, I'm getting tired. Like, what's going on? Let's just get to the final act, because this is like putting me through a lot emotionally. So once we get to the final act of the movie, it is just the action, what I'm looking at on screen is just like excellent. It's so many moving parts. It's my heart is racing watching it. Like it's so much to keep up with. My eyes are going here, and there. The action was up to par, or I'll say the third act of this movie was even better than the huge third act that we saw in Infinity War, or that we saw in Black Panther. Like I think what they were able to do at the end of this movie, maybe even a little better than that. One thing, and I don't believe this is a spoiler, I just will say the whole all of the Captain Marvel talk that was surrounding this movie and the interviews that the actress did talking about her character, her role was not nearly as significant as I had expected it to be. And I know a lot of people that strongly dislike Captain Marvel, so that might be a good thing. If you'll see what I'm saying once you see the movie, but yeah, it was not that deep. I'll just leave it like that. I have to say, in comparison to Infinity War, like a lot of people were expecting, okay, maybe this movie's gonna be pretty much another Infinity War, and it honestly wasn't. I think that the main differences was that Infinity War it didn't have a lag, in my opinion. Like Infinity War was able to navigate from this act to that act and to that act, and every act was kind of upbeat, kept me engaged. I didn't really get sleepy. This movie had a lag in the middle. However, this movie was able to evoke more emotion from me. Like the end of Infinity War, when all the characters vanished, I wasn't really sad or upset because it's like, okay, some way, somehow they're coming back. But in Endgame, there were several moments where I wanted to cry. Overall, I have to say I think I liked Infinity War a little bit better than this movie. If I wanted to nitpick it apart, I would, and I might in my spoiler review. But just to give a general review of the movie, I think it was, I'll give it a B-. It was good, wasn't great, but it was good, and I definitely think you should check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and comment down below and let me know what you thought. Thank you. Bye.